What's happening, Chief? I really hope you're okay. You know, bad days. Not only can you not avoid them, but I think you should look at them with a different lens, a different way of thinking, a different perspective. Because not only can you not avoid them because shit happens, bro. Shit happens. Life isn't perfect. That's why it is. Because everything is in balance. Everything. If you didn't have the bad days, Chief, you wouldn't appreciate the good. If it was always good, it would just be something. The yin-yang, the balance of emotions, makes each one special, including the bad ones. A very wise person once told me that in your house, which represents your brain, your body, your soul, you should let anger, sadness, depression into your house, just like you let happiness, just like you welcome contentment, joy, excitement. Because by rejecting them and viewing them as a negative thing, you are condemning them, even though they have something to teach you. A lot of the time, a bad day comes from something that has happened, or maybe it's just because you feel that way, but it has something to teach you. And in a weird way, we should be grateful. I'm not saying you have to feel good about being sad, because that's a bit impossible, because the whole point about being sad is that you're sad. But Chief, those days where you feel great are only made so great when you had a day before where you didn't feel so great. It's like a refreshing breath of freedom after feeling sadness. If you were always happy, you would just be. Beautiful quote is that, what is the point of being happy now if we're going to be sad later? And the answer is in what I just said, because you are going to be sad later. Take every emotion, every day as it comes, Chief. Because bad days are inevitable. If you're having a good day right now, you will have a bad day soon. And if you're having a bad day, you will have a good day soon. But guess what? It's just going to be a day. And your emotions don't have to dictate what you do. Because how you feel isn't necessarily your choice. But how you choose to view it, how you choose to act, that's all up to you. And every single time it's your responsibility. It can be a test. It can be a test if you want it to be. Because if we only did good work and we only worked towards our goals on days when we felt happy and motivated, me personally, I would upload a video maybe 2-3 times a week, not even that. And that's on a good month. I'm not saying I'm not a happy person, but I rarely sustain happiness. Contentment maybe a bit more when I'm making sure I'm grateful for things, which you should too. But happiness, that's a peak of an emotion. That's ecstasy. That's achieved when you are ecstatic about something. You can't sustain that all the time, just like you can't sustain rage and anger and intense sadness. It's not how the human body works, Chief. And bad days come for loads of different reasons, you know. Sometimes you're not going to be at your best. You may be getting really good something, like I'm personally quite happy with my skills and my job and I'm trying to improve myself. I'm definitely not the best by any means, but I'm happy. Yesterday, I was an absolute idiot. I made mistakes that I haven't made since I was a newbie. And I felt fucking shit about myself. I thought about it for way too long. But guess what? Shit happens. And I've chosen to learn lessons about those mistakes and try and not make those mistakes again. And if I do, c'est la vie. The point is trying. I still tried to extract value from those days. I'm glad that I was with certain people in those days. Good days, bad days. But you can make of it what you will, Chief. And it's okay to feel sad. Your emotions have value, they have place. Every single one of them. As long as you don't let them control you, but you validate them all the same. It's all a part of life, Chief. Yin yang. The balance of life is to experience everything, because your story, when you look back on it, would be quite boring if you were just always happy and everything went right. Where's the source? Where's the character building? Because in the moment, it can feel quite shit. It can feel like you want to be anywhere else, want to be anyone else. But when you look back on it, you'll say, no, that was where I proved to myself that I was a thick-skinned motherfucker, that I could go through anything. Because sometimes the bad days, when looking back on, are more interesting to remember, to read about in a story, than the good days. Because a good day is pretty predictable. You're happy, you meet someone, whatever. But a bad day, what have you gone through? That grit just adds to your character. See it as character building, less as a bad thing. Because it may be a bad day, but it is not a bad thing. Inevitably, it can only be a lesson, a life lesson. I really hope you're doing okay, Chief. Share this to someone if they need to hear it. And of course, always, say less, do more. I'll see you tomorrow.